This is Teresa Cook, and this is a summary from the Board of Aldermen meeting that was held on Monday, September 9th. There were significant public comments during this meeting, and I usually don't share those, but I'll go ahead and give you the highlights of that. Ann Turner from Pleasant Place requested that the sky cap cameras that are coming in, that one of them be placed at the Pleasant Place subdivision, which is an entrance place for the city. Two coaches from Millington, Coach Efferson and Coach Dockery, expressed the need for soccer fields within the city and made the city aware that the students and athletes have to go to other areas within Tipton County or go to Bartlett, and they hope that the city will do something to provide soccer fields for the citizens and students and children and families in Millington. Cody Childers also addressed the board and expressed the need for additional public parks and additional recreational spaces for families and children, especially given how quickly the city is growing. Ricky Pruitt commented on the good job that the sanitation area is doing with the city, and he also commented and brought to the city's attention a growing homeless population, especially during the daytime at Aycock Park. Meeting began with City Beautiful acknowledging Ann Gowen and the Fentons for Yards of the Month. That was followed by Corey Vaughn and the Industrial Development Board presenting the city with a check for $1 million. This is as a result of the sale of the Beechwood property, as well as some additional Industrial Development Board earnings, and the IDB was very happy to be able to present that $1 million check and give that money back to be reinvested into the city. The meeting began after that, and the initial public hearing was an ordinance amending the budget to recognize $1 million in new revenue and to appropriate funds to economic and community development projects in the core of the city of Millington. There were no comments during that public hearing, so we went to the consideration of that ordinance and the final reading of that ordinance, and it did pass 100%. The purpose of this budget amendment is to eliminate Blythe and to bring renovation and improvement to the areas in the core of the city, specifically around old timers. The old timers building was lost during a tax sale, and the city ended up buying that property from the person who bought it during the tax sale. The plan is to renovate and preserve that building, and there was consideration of amending the budget to add a new position and to increase funds to help with code enforcement and cleanliness in the city. Specifically, this is a full-time position for code enforcement and 2 part-time positions devoted to cleanliness and improving the recycling area, and that did pass. There was a resolution accepting a grant from the Lions Club to put an additional park bench in Lions Park. There was a resolution supporting a comprehensive juvenile rehabilitation and detention center located in West Tennessee. This is something that's in conjunction with other municipal mayors. They're joining together to look at the feasibility of putting this type of rehabilitation and detention center in West Tennessee. There was consideration of a resolution authorizing a memorandum of understanding between the City of Millington and the Department of the Army Coordinating Emergency Services, and that did pass. There was a resolution accepting an award of a state grant for $75,000 for a school resource officer at the Millington Primary School for the current school year. This is the second year we have had that grant in place. The grant was $75,000 for the school resource officer from the state. There was also a resolution approving an award of $186,000 from the state to deter and detect violent crime and to prevent violent crime. This is called a Violent Crime Prevention Grant. With that grant, the city is purchasing 3 portable trailers at a cost of $52,000 each, along with monitoring equipment, and these will be moved throughout the city in areas as the police department sees the needs arise. There's a resolution amending the City of Millington compensation policy. This is a very lengthy and detailed document, and I cannot do it justice to go into it in this format. One point that Chief Graves made that's in this document is going forward, pay raises will be effective on a fiscal year, which is July 1st, not on a calendar year. And I will, in the comments, put this document in there, but it's simply too lengthy to go into in this short video. There's consideration of an ordinance entering into a lease between the City of Millington and Durham School Services at the property on Jack Huffman. This is a renewal, and it's a 1-year lease at a cost of $42.50 per month. At the end of this meeting, city manager commented that they hope to be proactive with code enforcement going forward, and they're looking forward to having the new position with the additional help on code enforcement. He also shared that there will be 4 new soccer fields in the next 2 years coming to Millington. This is part of the Resiliency Park that's on Highway 51 on the east side, just as you come past 385. I'm also going to put a link in the comments to the park so that you can see what that'll look like and where these are going to be located, but this is on the way already. And that money has to be spent and allocated by the end of 2026. So hopefully it'll be here before then, but that's the deadline. It was also shared during this meeting that there's an event coming to the Performing Arts Center in Millington on Saturday the 21st for the Mario Reed Foundation. Mario Reed is a Millington student that was injured in a football game in 1997, and that injury resulted in him being paralyzed. He has an inspiring story, and the documentary of his journey will be shown in the Performing Arts Center on the Saturday, the 21st. This was a very lengthy meeting, the longest one I've attended, and I'm certain that I've left out some details and not answered all your questions. Please reach out directly to your alderman if you'd like additional information about anything that was an item during the meeting. I may be able to help you, so feel free to reach out to me as well. Thank you for listening. Bye.